Hi, this is just a quick video. I've been talking about newsletters a lot just recently, and I thought I'd share some tips with you because newsletters are one of those things that people either do occasionally or they don't really get what they're all about. So here are my top tips on newsletters. We all get them and we all have a big delete button on our computers. So the question is, do your newsletters get deleted, unsubscribed, or ignored, or are they welcomed and eagerly awaited? So tip number one, it's not about you. It's about your audience. So they're not interested in your business. They're not interested in whether you've got a new member of staff, whether you've just opened a new premises, unless you need them to go there, of course. But really, it's about them. It's how can you help them? So don't start with a promotion. Don't start with we're selling this or we've got a new product. By all means, that can be included, but start with something that delivers value for your readers. So that's tip number one. Tip number two, get engagement quickly. Now, the best way to do this is with your subject line, because the subject line is a headline. And if you've got something like Acme Widgets newsletter, March 2022 in that subject line, it's a big turn off. Nobody's going to open it. I use my blog titles for subject lines because I lead with blogs, or part of a blog at least, with a link to where people can read the rest of it, that are knowledge sharing. So if you're writing an article or something that is useful, a tip or something like that to get started, put a headline that reflects what the lead value is in your subject line, and that you'll get more people opening your emails because they're curious to know what that's about. If it just says newsletter, they know pretty much what that is. And if they haven't read one of yours before, they'll make assumptions that they're just as boring as everybody else's. So that's tip number two. Tip number three, don't just send them a long text email. Send them something that has got energy, and energy comes from images, graphics and images. So don't just write, think about appropriate images. If you've got your own images of something that's relevant, that's brilliant. If not, there's lots and lots of sites out there where you can download royalty-free images, very high quality images, and use them anywhere for your business. So I would say, find some decent images. All you have to do is put keywords in. Try pixabay.com, unsplash.com, pexels.com, freeimages.com. They all have great images that you can use on your blogs, on your newsletters, and your social media. It just takes a bit of exploring to find the one that works for you and says, it sort of underpins what you're writing, so it's relevant to the message. So that's number three. Number four, slice it up. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, realistically, nobody wants to be faced with a long message. So the secret is write a few paragraphs, maybe 3 or 4, and then put a subheading in place, or better still, a link to somewhere where they can read more, and then start with a new heading, a new subject. So that might be a promotion, it might be another article of interest, it might be a hot tip, it might be something about your latest product or your latest service. But basically, don't just give them a lot of text to digest, because people don't get the first bit, they just go, they disengage. So to keep them engaged, you need another headline and then another headline, so that if the first bit doesn't get them, they might just pop down and read the next bit because they can see another interesting headline. So slice it up into sections. What's tip 5? That's easy. Quality over quantity. More is not good in a newsletter. People are busy. We all don't have a lot of time. So my advice to you is to carefully think about what value are you delivering, deliver it as succinctly that means short, as you can, and keep it to the point. Don't ramble. If necessary, as I say, put a link to somewhere there's more information. They can get a more in-depth thing, and that will improve your read rate, because people know they're not going to have to read and read and read and read and read and read to get your message. And if you write well and you write good stuff, people will keep opening your newsletters. So that's my message for today about newsletters, and it's all about reputation, authority, visibility, and expertise, which is my RAVE acronym. So if you want to know some more, the contact details are there on the bottom. Drop me a note or call me or whatever. And if you need some help with your newsletters, I'll be happy to do that. Cheers.